Welcome to another tutorial of WP Phoenix. It's really simple and easy to create this type of websites. Remember that there are no limits for it. So in this tutorial, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be guiding you in order to create this type of animations, in order to make some modifications, in order to import some pre-made templates. So you don't really need to have any knowledge in order to build websites anymore, right? It's so simple, so easy, and like I said, there is no limits at all. The only limit that you have at this point, it's yourself. Drones, stores, and so on. This type of lovely updates are gonna be done. I'm gonna be using some of the Lottie files, all right, which is really popular these days, to have a Lottie file animation, like it's more like a JSON file into your website. Now it's so common to go and see how everyone is using it. As you can see, I'm using this drone app here, but what I'm gonna be doing too, I'm gonna be creating an agency website from a website that has nothing to be with an agency. How did that happen? That happened because you don't really need to have a website that it's dedicated just to create one thing. You can have a website that it's with one purpose, but you can just update it into another one. How? By using Elementor. Okay, so just stay tuned and keep an eye on what we're gonna be doing. When it comes to the word WordPress, there's so many choices, so many options that you have to choose for. For example, you can choose page builders, themes, templates, and everything. But in this case, what I'm going to be using, I'm going to be using Elementor Page Builder, which is one of the most popular so far, in my opinion. All right, some people might say that it's Divi, some people might say that it's Breezy, some people might say that it's Gutenberg, but in my opinion, so far, it's one of the best ones. What I'm also going to be using for this video tutorial is that I'm going to be using a plugin extension for Elementor, and what it does, it's like it implements more features and more characters to Elementor. All right, so let's take a look to some of it. It has a lot of options. They're actually implementing now their website. They're just creating little by little, because they have to switch it up the URL. So let's say that. All right, so another option that I have it's photofia.com. What it does, it works as my photo as my Adobe Photoshop online, because I don't have Adobe Photoshop, and it also makes my life easier by resizing and by making some modifications in my pictures that I'm currently using, or that I'm going to be uploading into my WordPress sites. Okay, another place to get great animations, it's Lottie files. Everyone is talking about Lottie files. Why is everyone talking about Lottie files? Because it's a great option, and it has a lot of potential to create animated characters. For example, 1 second, you're gonna see it. There's some animations that I had add into my website with Lottify, and you don't usually see it unless that you actually implement them in your website. Okay, so here we go. Have you see the little bird in the bottom? It just pops it up right from the back, right behind the phone icon. There is a YouTube animation, and one of the funniest one that I like it, in my opinion, it's the monkey. I like the monkey, how it's dancing there. Where did I get it from? I got it from Loadify. All right, so all the files that I got it from was Loadify. Let me see if they have monkey. They might be right here. There you go. Here's the monkey. This is the one that I had. Okay, they have a lot of free animations. They are JSON files. You can actually download them in like a different styles, but JSON files are one of the most common ones that you can use it. You can use it, download in HTML too if you want to, but these are some little tools that it will help you to implement in your website, right? If you want to download videos, pictures, there are a lot of places to do it for free too. One of the websites is Pixels. All you have to type it in is photo free image, free photos, and on Splash comes up, Pixabay comes up, Pixels comes by, and there are more and more options that you can have it. All right, let's say Pixels. Just keep an eye, because when you try to download one of these apps, let's say, one of these pictures, even though that it says free, sometimes it says that you have to give it a credit to the photographer. All right, just keep it an eye that it doesn't say it. If you want to give them credit, go ahead, do it, because they're actually working too. But what I'm going to show you too, it's some extensions that I do use for WordPress when I'm designing my sites. One of those, it's Extensity. What it does, it shows me all the extensions that I have in my Google Chrome, right? For example, and then I go to Passcamp. I save all my passwords over here, all the passwords that I have it. One of the best features that I have, or the best extension, is this one. Why? Because Visual Inspector, it inspects the website, the code, the colors, the typography, and the image that the website has it in it. And if I want to download the image, what it does, it lets me download it by just putting export in the bottom. Here you go. Here is the image. Obviously it's not gonna let me see it because I have to download it directly from here, but it will be useless to download it from here while I can download it from here when it's free too. All right, so but just an idea of what it does. Another one, it's the whole page screenshot. What it does is it takes like a screenshot of the whole page that you're currently watching or viewing, and it just saves you on the top. It will pop it up in a different it will pop it up in like a different page, and it will ask you if you want to make some modifications, if you want to download it as there you go, save as a PDF, save as a PNG, or just copy to the clipboard. I don't want to do any of it, so just go back, and then let's go to this one. It's called pick a color from page. So you can actually just pick a color too. It's pretty good if you want to. In here, you see, you can just go over and it will let you select the color that you're currently using. Just click it on it. There you go, you already pick a color right here, and here is the color, right? So this is the color code. If you want to use it, copy and use it. That's how simple it is. This one, it's a great one. I usually use to create strong passwords, right? This one, it's called scan. Okay, this one will scan WP. What do you mean with scan WP? What it does, it scans for themes and plugins that were created with WordPress. So it will show you what theme was used and what plugins were used to. Dove usually used to record my screen. Cloud App, what it does, it saves my pictures. Every time that it's taken a screenshot, it saves through them, and it saves in the cloud. So in case that I delete it from my PC or my Mac, in this case, it will bring it through the cloud. And Chrome Notepad, what I usually use this, it's to create notes. All right, And that's how simple it is to use and to play with it. So those are some little tools that you probably won't notice, but I remember that it makes your work easier. It makes everything simple, and so you don't have to be looking for it. In this step, what we're gonna do is we're gonna select a domain name and a hosting. A domain name, it's pretty much what it appears on the top of it, of the URL on your account. For example, this hosting, it's named Bana Hosting. So the URL, it's www.banahosting.com. So every time that someone just types in banahosting.com or www.banahosting.com, what's gonna happen is that the server is gonna redirect them to the website. Obviously, without hosting, nothing is gonna appear in your domain. So there are a few things that you can implement and use it in order to buy domains. For example, try to make it as simple and sticky. When I say sticky, it means something that people will remember, something that people will like to think about it, and like just say, "Oh, okay, I got that." That's how simple it is. Try not to make like too long, because it does affect when people are trying to remember. All right, so let's select the plan that we're gonna be using it. For now, I already have a plan. This is the one that I'm using. I'm using the plan that's $9.95. Okay, it's pretty simple. All you have to do is, let's go back again. Let's go back to main screen. So you just go to web hosting and then select the ones that you want to. I do want to order the $9.95 plan. You can register a new domain if you want to. Let's say this one. Okay, and then check to see if it's available. Yes, it's available. Or you can transfer a domain from another provider that you might have it, or somewhere else that you probably bought it. Or you can just use it on an existing domain and just update the name servers if you want to. All right, so let's say we already checked that. Beautiful. I do want to add the .com. Okay, it's added. So what's gonna happen now, it's the system is gonna ask me to continue. Okay, I'm gonna continue, and in here, this is what I'm gonna be paying monthly. I usually do monthly as my preference, but you do have more options in the bottom. That it all depends for how long do you want to use it. All right, so at this point, I'm just gonna select the monthly because I'm not gonna buy this hosting. I already have an account with them. All right, so in location, it says US or Europe. I would say US for because where I'm located now. Perfect. And then there's some add-ons that they do add into the system: DNS management, ID protection, and email forwarding. A lot of people select the ID protection because they don't want any of their personal information to be floating and in there. So that's what they do it different. So they don't want their let's say their name or their address to be public in the internet. All right. So I'm not gonna select anything. I'm just gonna click continue. And in here, this is what's gonna cost you $22 the first time, because the domain name it's $12.95 for a year, and the plan that I have selected it's $9.95. All right, if you have any promos, you can just apply it in here, and it obviously is gonna be reflected over here. So let's click checkout. You're gonna fill all of this information, and then when you're done with it, all that you have to do is complete the order. But here comes a little tricky thing. It's that when you're doing the order, sometimes it takes a little bit extra time for them to verify your account. What do I mean with it? It's like they want to make sure that the payment went through, that the payment was legally made, because things happen in this world, and then like they just want to double check. What you can do, it's either you can contact them through support. They will answer you right away, and then they will tell you what they're gonna do. And if there is nothing important, they will just unlock your account right away. While they unlock your account, you're gonna go to my service, and in here it's gonna be reflected what they have it in it. All right, so at this point I just have this domain in it. I do have more domains, but I don't have the DNS pointing through this server. So what I have is this domain. I'm gonna log into my cPanel, and that's it. That's how simple it is to contract and to pretty much get a hosting and a domain through Bana hosting. Right, so what we're gonna be doing now, it's that we're gonna be adding an SSL certificate to our main domain. Sometimes the system adds by itself, but most of the times if it doesn't add it, let's say all you have to do is come down here in your cPanel to security, let's encrypt SSL, and in here is gonna pop it up the domains that you have it. So for instance, in this case, I'm gonna be using dbieros.com, and then I'm gonna issue an SSL certificate, and then in the bottom I'm just gonna issue. Right, what's gonna happen, it's that after doing this, the system is gonna generate a free SSL certificate in here. You see it? So everything, it's fine now. There is no issues that I have it. And that's how simple you can do an SSL certificate for your domain. So the little lock on the top, it says the connection is secure. All right, so now let's create what they call a business account, or like a business email account. Okay, all you have to do is scroll down to where it says email, and in here it says email account. Double click on it, and you're gonna create one, and in here select the domain that you want to use that email account for it. I'm gonna be using for Dibieros, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a support at dibieros.com. all right, you're gonna make it a password. I'm gonna make it unlimited, and then I'm gonna create. Perfect, now it's creating. It already has created. It's right here. It says support at dbieros.com. Check email, and in here is gonna ask you which system do you want to use. You want to use Roundcube as your main mailbox, or you want to use Hoarder. I'm gonna be using Roundcube, and then I'm gonna put it open. So in every single email that you pretty much are gonna be receiving through the support at dbieros.com is gonna come in this mailbox. All right, so that's how simple it is to create an email account into your cPanel. Let's start with the WordPress installation. Here is your cPanel. All right, let's scroll down all the way to the bottom. At the bottom, it's gonna be Subtacular's app installer. Well, you have to select it. It's a WordPress. There are different options, but at this point we're gonna be working with WordPress. As you can see, WHMCS. Let me show you something about this one. Oh no, hold up 1 second. Yes, it works. It's the system that my currently hosting it's using to make their business. All right, it's just an idea. That doesn't mean that you have to use it, but it's just an idea of what they're using it. This is WHCMS. It's a system. All right, so let's go back to the installation. you have to select WordPress. You know what? Let's do it again. Scroll down all the way to the bottom, select WordPress and install. In here you have to select, I'm gonna put Elementor. All right, fill it up all of this spaces. Let's put Elementor page builder. All right, website. And here comes the tricky part. For this section, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add it a different name, like this: Andrew Lopez 1. Why? It makes it harder for the hackers to actually hack the website. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use the system it generates passwords. All right, I'm gonna copy this password and I'm gonna paste it over here. Okay, but also keep it on mind too that you have to save the password. So let's go. You see what I'm using it? I'm using all the tools that I told you before. Okay, I'm gonna be using that one. Let's place it right there. Okay, and you know what? Let's use the username too. Username Andrew Lopez 1. No, I'm sorry, space 1. And at the bottom, what we're gonna add is we're gonna add support. And here we're gonna leave as English support, because that's the mailbox that we had created before. I'm sorry, it's right here. It's right here. All right, it says support at divieros.com. All right, so this is all the info that we're gonna be using. All these fields are changeable. You can change them if you need to, like the site name. Let's say you want to put it a online marketing, for example. Okay, and in the future you want to change it, you can do it also. Okay, let's leave it like this for now, and just keep an eye. Remember this section. Just remember this section and this section. All right, so let's install. Now it's installing. Passcam, it's popping it up saying that if I want to save it. I don't want to save it for now. Okay, let's go into my website, the one that I just created. Beautiful, it's right here. It's a fresh installation. Congratulations, you have created a fresh installation for WordPress. Okay, so you're ready to start with WordPress. Don't be afraid of making mistakes, because you know everyone does it, but just keep it in mind that before doing anything, in my opinion, you need to have some type of security in it, because you can have the most pretty and the beautiful website, like the fastest one ever, and then suddenly your website got hacked. How did that happen? I mean, you tell me. Hosting, it's a great option to select a good hosting, but that doesn't mean that the hosting is gonna do all the work for you. Alright, just keep that in mind, that there are some things that the hosting can do, but they also have limits to do. For example, backups. Don't trust your hosting with backups, because they do like backups and everything, but they can fail. You know, there are systems, they're just like softwares, they're sites that they do have to be patched, they do have to be fixed also. That doesn't mean that I'm shitting all the hosting providers. No, it means just as a precaution, try to implement and like to do something for yourself too. In my case, what I usually use is iTeams. Before doing anything in it, I'm gonna be uploading iTeams. I do have another tutorial where I show you how to do everything about iTeams, how to implement, how to change files, how to modify files, how to hide the URL, so it makes it a little harder to find it. So I do have all of the kind of stuff, right? So let's license my iTeams account. Okay, let's paste it. Beautiful. It's licensed. There you go, and it's all licensed. Enable quick release updates. I'm gonna keep it like that. Like I said, iTeams has a lot of options that you do want to watch my other video of how to implement all the security with iTeams, right? So don't get frustrated, just watch it. It will take you a few minutes to watch it, to implement it. Like, all of these options are, you can modify all of these options, right? Okay, I'm not gonna do it for this one, but like I said, I do have a tutorial where you can follow. Let's say that you already set up the security, all right? So let's go with the next step. At this step, I have named it Let's Clean. Why have I named it Let's Clean? Because we're gonna get rid of all the plugins, themes, posts that we're not using it. All right, so first of all, let's start with post. Okay, we don't use this post, it comes by default. Okay, so let's get rid of it. In media, you're not gonna find any media because you haven't import anything or you haven't upload anything. In here in pages, we're gonna get rid of the sample page. Okay, beautiful. Comments, no, we don't have anything in it. Themes, we're gonna get rid of the themes that we're not using it, which is this one and this one for now. Later on, we're gonna get rid of this one when we import our main theme. All right, plugins, we're gonna get rid of this plugin. Okay, you can activate or keep it like that, the anti-spam. It's up to you. You can use this one, you can use a different one. There are plenty on the market. Users, we're not gonna do anything on it. In the tools, we're not gonna make any changes. In here, let's go to general. You can modify any field that you think that you messed it up, probably. Like in here, the tagline, you can put a website, or like let's say the best online system, an example. All right, the best online system or something like that. It's up to you. Make sure that you save change at the bottom where it says reading. We're gonna disable this one because we don't want the search engine to read our demo content. And the permanent links, we're gonna select the post name, save it, and for now, this is it. This will be everything that you will have to do in order to clear it out and to start designing your website. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna start implementing our plugins and our themes. I had installed Elementor already, but that doesn't mean that I have installed anything else. As a theme, you can add Astra, which is one of my favorites, or you can use Hello Theme, which is from Elementor, and I'm pretty sure that it's simple and easy to use. Always remember that you do need to have a child theme in order to keep the save all the saves and modifications that you have made in your website. If you don't have a child theme, whenever they run an update, all the changes that you have made will go away. Now that we have installed them, we can get rid of them. All right, I mean rid of the extra theme, and then we can install all the plugins that we want. I'm gonna be installing Envato. Okay, Envato elements, perfect. I'm gonna activate. Beautiful. Elementor header and footer and blocks, it's up to you. In battle, I had installed the Plus Addons, which is an extra plugin. That's one of the plugins that I was talking about at the beginning of the video. Okay, you also do need to have a chat plugin if you want to, and a great option as a chat plugin will be Crisp. I have been using for a while Crisp, and it works perfectly. All right, you can activate, connect to Crisp. I already have created an account with Crisp. All you have to do is it's pretty simple. Just go to Crisp chat system and then just fill it up that information, and the system will actually do everything for you. All right, so let's see how the website it's coming up so far. All right, let's copy and let's paste in a different browser. Beautiful. And here we go. There is nothing that we have imported, nothing that we have implemented into this website. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is we're gonna go under appearance and started templates. Here are some of the options that Elementor will add for you. Okay, some of the ones that it says agency, those are the premium ones. Those are the ones that do need to have the pay plan from Astra, right? Like I said, they do have great options, but that doesn't mean that everything it's free in here. Okay, so what you can do, it's pretty much just grab any of these demos and implement according to your needs. It doesn't need to be like a specific one. For instead, let's take a look to this one. All right, actually let's work on this one. So let's import everything. Let's delete if there is any leftover from anything from the previous team that we had activated. Okay, and what we're gonna do, it's like from the demo site that we had it, the one that we're now importing, what we're gonna do, it's we're gonna create our own content, if you want to say it like that. We're gonna implement and get our own changes in the system. How can we do it? By using Elementor one, and also by playing with the Plus Addons. All right, it has imported already. So let's take a look to a brand new site. There you go. So everything it's changeable. Everything can be modified. All right. So I just added a chat system, like I told you before. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna create some updates into the system. But as you can see, everything that the demo site had it got imported. So it's not like it's missing image, it's missing something like that. All right, so let's go back and let's add a new plugin. Let's add a plugin that, let me see, Lodi, I think it's Lodi. Okay, so there you go. This is the one that I want to add it. It's either this one or this one. Some people like the Animator. I like this one, WP body moving. I like that one. What it does, it lets you add some animations into the system, like hero section. Okay, so that's what I'm gonna add it. I just added animations, new hero section, and in here what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna look for agency. All right, so I went to Lottie files, and then I'll just did some research for agency. Okay, so let's take a look to this one. Let's download it as a JSON file. Okay, in here it just downloaded. So how can I add it in here? All you have to do is select it, or just drag and drop like this. Beautiful. And in here it's an SVG file, canvas, or HTML. It's an SVG, loop animation, lazy load, autoplay when viewed, auto stop when it's out of viewpoint. All right, you want it, I want to put it to the right. Perfect. And this shortcode, because it generates a shortcode, what you can do is just copy the shortcode after making all the changes, or like the modifications that you want to do it, and then publish. All right, it's publishing now. As you can see, this is the image that is going to replace this woman over here. How can I do it? Just click it in here, edit with Elementor. Okay, and in here, this woman, it's gonna be replaced by the animation. How? We're gonna add a shortcode, because we had copied a shortcode before. So we're gonna add it right there. We're gonna get rid of this person. Beautiful, right here. And let's add the shortcode. Just paste, there you go. And in here, you can just do it, welcome to Divieros, or something like that. All right. 1 second. Oopsie. Beautiful. Let's center. Same as this one. Let's center it out. Let's update. While you have made those updates, you can actually just view in here, because here is the same website, but it's in like a Safari browser. So there you go. There is the animation that I just had added into my website. If you want to make it a little bit bigger, you can actually just do it from here, and then just try to make the let's say the hero section smaller for the text, but bigger for the animation. So let's create it and let's roll it again. There you go. You see, this is how simple it works. And let's make some adjustments. Okay, beautiful. Let's put a -23 to see if it actually applies. You can play with this type of animations. You can play with everything that it comes with. Okay, you see, it still has some space in the bottom of it. That's what I'm trying to avoid. What I'm trying to do is avoid the little space that has in the bottom of it. Okay, let's leave it into 40. Let's update. Let's refresh. Beautiful. You see, now it looks a little bit, I just went a little bit too far. Okay, oopsie. Let's go with 37 to see if it actually centers everything that I'm doing it. Beautiful. That's what I need. Okay, so these are some of the ideas that you can actually have it and implement into the website that you're trying to do. Everything, like I said, everything can be changed. Image can be changed, and there are a ton of websites that offers you free icons, free image to do these changes. All right, like in the bottom, I do like this estimated system. And then how can you do this? This is done with a contact form. Where is the contact form? It's right here. Okay, let's go back. We're done with this section for now, and let's look for the plugin, which is called WP Forms. Okay, and in here are the inquire section. As you can see, everything it's it's done with this plugin. Okay, it's a great option, it's a great plugin to use, don't get me wrong. I had used it before and I love it, but there are a lot of in WordPress. That doesn't mean that this is the only one that we have it. Okay, now that we have the Lodify, let's see if we can find another one for the footer. If you want to, you can just find another one for the footer, or you can just describe what you're trying to do. Okay, so that doesn't mean that it has to be just because I put an agency. That doesn't mean that you have to put agency. You can put anything that you want, and the system will recognize, and then it will pop it up what you're trying to do. Okay, let's see, agency, let's see, let's put it online to see what comes up. Okay, online, it has to be something really easy and simple to implement into the website. Oh, here we go. As you see, the one that we actually had downloaded, it has more options, but they're paid ones too, because they're pretty, they're really colorful, they have a lot of colors, they have a lot of potential, and the people who have created this, they actually have invested time in it. It's not that I just have like downloaded from someone who didn't do anything, or who didn't actually invest any time. Like, they look perfect, they look beautiful, they're pretty. Okay, so let's see if we have one more search. Let's do one more search to see if something pops it up. Okay, you know what, let's download this JSON file. Okay, whatever. Okay, what you can do with this, I forgot to tell you too, you can make some modifications in it. So you can edit the colors of the animation so it matches your website. Okay, so it doesn't need to be the ones that they're actually doing it now. Okay, every time that you do something in here, it does make some changes over here. All right, so just keep that in mind too, that it's not what they gave you, it's what you can make with what they give you. Okay, so let's add another one. Okay, add a new one. Let's say footer. Okay, same thing as before, you're gonna drag and drop. Okay, let's leave it like that. This time it's gonna be in the left. Beautiful. We're gonna copy. After copy, we're gonna publish, and then we're gonna scroll all the way in the bottom to the left. All right, and we're gonna replace this woman again. Poor woman, it's been segregated. Okay, right here, let's get rid of the lady. Beautiful. Let's paste the shortcode, upload. Let's refresh this page to see if it comes up. There you go. This is how simple and easy it's to add some Lottie files into the website. Okay, and remember that the website, the main color was, it's right here, color picker. I love color picker. I actually had saved it before. So the main color of the website, it goes with the color picker. All right, so let's see if it has, this is a background, so that background can be changed. It has to be changed, but in here, let's add the color that we just put it in. Okay, that's the one. Let's decrease, let's upload, just to see how it comes out. I mean, you can make everything. All right, so but we have to change the more colors if we put a yellow in it. So what we have to do is change this one. I mean, make all the changes in here if you want to get the yellow color to work out, or you can just do it like that, which doesn't really reflect the menu for now. There you go. But it looks and it matches the color that we were talking about before as the home base color. But if we do it like that, let's see. There you go. I will say it's too yellow, but it looks cool. Okay, so there is no limits for it. The only limit that you have at this point, it's your imagination. All right, so just keep that in mind, and remember that Astra has everything that you do need to make this type of websites. Okay, let's go back and let's make another website. Okay, let's make the same website, but what we're gonna do is that we're gonna import a different template from Astra. All right, so let's go to the starter templates. Let's go to e-commerce, and in here, as you can see, it has different options for e-commerce too. You can use this one, the custom printing, but what I'm gonna be using, it's the brand store. The brand store, I'm gonna select it. I'm gonna import the site, but in here I'm gonna delete everything that I previously had imported, so it gets rid of everything that I had. Let's see how cool and how fast it works by doing this, right? But so far it will start working already by doing it, so eventually it's gonna get rid of all my files. But I do like the lot of files. I mean, like, they do let's say they do decrease a little bit of the speed of your website, but it's worth it. So far, you see, it's already importing the new template. Okay, so we're just waiting a little bit more until it gets done importing the new website. Let's see, it's up to 47%. And remember that it imports everything that you have in your site. Every single item that you have it in it, it will import it. Okay, so let's take a look again. Let's refresh. Not yet, not yet. Okay, it's almost there. Importing options, imported complete, and let's see how it looks like. Boom, there you go. That's how simple it is to create a website with Astra. Now, instead of having an agency where you can have it, you can have an online store. Okay, how hard it's to create an online store with Astra? It's pretty simple, because what they use, it's a WooCommerce as the main seller for these things. Okay, so let's see. Let's refresh this section. Okay, and in here it has WooCommerce, and it had also imported cart flows. What cart flows does, it creates flows, so it makes upsells for the system to sell, obviously, the product that they're trying to do. So in this case, let's go to product, and in here they're gonna appear every single product that they have it. Let's pick this one, the D&K black shoes. Let's put a black shoes 1. Okay, let's publish. Beautiful. Let's give it a sell price, a sales price. Okay, $15. Let's say that this product, it's not a product anymore. It's a virtual product, and it can be downloaded. Okay, let's select any of it. Let's say that you're trying to download something. Some stores, you don't really have to make it like this. Download. Let's say you're trying to create at this point from from an online store. What you're trying to do now, what I'm trying to do, is just create a page where you can download files. Okay, so I already add the URL from the files to download this page. Okay, So that's how simple it is to do a website. So the entire system does everything by itself. You don't need to do anything. Okay, everything is done by itself. Just keep an eye and just watch some videos, some tutorials. Just ask questions if you have it. Don't be afraid of it, because like you can create these websites in no matter minutes, so you don't have to, I mean, it's gonna sound kind of wrong, but you don't really have to pay people hundreds of dollars to get your website, when you just can make it in not even minutes. All right, so it's pretty simple, and it's pretty decent, the system that they use to make websites. As you can see, they're full websites, and I keep saying they're not partial ones, they're full websites. Everything can be done with it. And you might be asking a question, okay, so if everything can be done, why did you install Envato Elements? Because with Envato Elements, if you want to, you can make your life even easier than that. By how? By importing some of the templates that they have it, and then just using it as your main, as your home, right? So let's say store. Let's just type it in store. Okay, in the free ones, they don't really have that many of options. Let's type it in e-commerce. I think that I'm well, okay. Products, let's do product. Okay, here you go. Let's say that you're trying to sell this one. Okay, instead of having the other landing page, because that's what it is, it's pretty much a landing page, but we're doing it. Okay, let's open it up in a different section. In here, let's say that you don't want to have this landing page, you just want to sell drones now. Okay, or you just want to have a different layout. All you have to do, it's like what you have imported already, go on the top right here, go into the Envato, and then view what you're trying to use, and then take a look to the templates that you have it. If you want to use this one, just insert it, and then what's gonna do, it's gonna add it into the home page. And then instead of having that one, what you can have, it's a drone store. All right, so, and let's see if they have it anything with drone or anything with drones over here. They might have something with drone, but it might be paid too. It might be, I'm just assuming, I have never checked this before with drones. All right, oh no, they do have a really good ones, and they're free. That's even better. All right, here you go, look at this one. I like this one. Look at it, the animation that they added to the drones. But let's go with this one. Okay, let's download the JSON file, and in here, while it's downloaded, okay, there you go, it's already imported. As you can see, there you go, the other store is gone, it's right here. All you can do is just get rid of it. If you're not going to use any of this section, just get rid of it, update, and then take a look to your new home page. It will take a few seconds. All right, once, there you go, you have a different store now. Kind of store, oh, you're selling drones now, beautiful. How did you do that? Simple as just using Envato Elements. That's why you have Envato Elements in this case, right? So, but you know what, I do want to see the drone right here, or should I put it right here? Because if I put it right here, there are different images that no, so the better it will be to be up here. So let's add a shortcode. Beautiful, let's add it right there. Let's get rid of this one. Okay, how big do I want the drone to be? You can do as big as you want. Okay, let's go back into animations, add a new one. And in here, what you're gonna do is just add a drone. Drone is gonna be this one, this one, this one. Okay, but before doing that, let's upload the JSON file. Okay, it's right there. Beautiful. And it's gonna be in the right. Let's copy. Oopsie. And let's paste this section right here. Let's update. Let's see how it comes up. Okay. One second. I forgot to publish. There you go. Now that I have published, there you go. It won't come off until I hit publish, right? If I forgot to hit publish before. So it doesn't really look that nice, that cool, but I mean, you don't usually see websites with drones just flying right in the top of the hero, I mean, right in the hero section, right? So this is just an idea of how you can actually implement the lottery files into the system. I mean, in this case, it will be more like a black drone, the one that I will be matching this section. See, these are just examples of what they have it. But if you think that you want to get like something better, something more professional, they do have like this ones. For example, it's $7, but as you can see, they have a drone that it's working on it, and same as this one, right? So everything has a price in this place, and the only limit that you can have it's your imagination now. Okay, so without anything else to say, just take a look, make sure that you build and you do what you think that it's necessary for you to do. Making website, it's simple as just creating them, just importing them, just copying them, just doing some simple things like this. All right, if you want to add some speed to your website, there are kind of plugins. Let me talk about them. There's some options that you can use it. For example, if you want to use a plugin for cache, there is a WP Rocket. It will increase the speed of your website in a matter of seconds by just installing the simple plugin. Okay, if you want to minimize the size of your image, there is another plugin that's called Short Pixels. But the best thing to do is to contrast and make some modifications before uploading into the website. All right, try to do as light as you can before uploading into your website. Obviously a plugin will help you, but it's better if you already have make those modifications before uploading into the website. Right, I think this is it. Thank you for watching, and remember, the only limit that you have at this point, it's your imagination. Have a good day, and don't forget to subscribe.